A new proposed Florida bill allows Christians to sue if they're called transphobic. A Florida Republican introduced a bill that would make it easier for religious people to sue those who call them out as transphobic or homophobic, a bill built on a suggestion from Governor Ron DeSantis. State Representative Alex Andrade, Republican, filed HB 991 on Tuesday. The bill would make it easier to sue journalists, publications, or social media users for defamation if they accuse someone of racism, sexism, homophobia, or transphobia. The bill specifically says that publications can't use truth as a defense when it comes to reporting on people's anti-LGBTQ plus sentiments by citing the person's constitutionally protected religious expression or beliefs, or a plaintiff's scientific beliefs. And the bill isn't limited to professional journalists in scope. It affects anyone in public, including people on social media, who can be sued. Transgender Harvard Law School cyber law clinic instructor Alejandra Carabajo called the bill absolutely chilling. If someone calls you an F-slur or a tranny and you say they discriminated against you, they can now sue you for at least $35,000 and cite their religious beliefs. She noted on Twitter, this would apply to the internet as well. This would empower bigots to target the LGBT community with impunity, which we've kind of seen anyway, but this makes it worse. This makes it so that they can sue in retaliation for your retaliation for their attacks, which, again, we get back into the crazy mental gymnastics of the right. The bill makes several changes to how defamation lawsuits work to make it easier for someone to win a lawsuit if they are accused of discriminatory statements or actions. And this is a really key part because I was listening to a story today about the Dominion case against Fox News and how they have what some people are calling the best defamation case against a media outlet that they've ever seen, and yet it's still under a serious amount of question as to whether or not they're going to win the lawsuit because defamation cases against media outlets are so difficult to prove. And so with that in mind, they've written this law to make it easier to win defamation cases when it's a person citing religious beliefs as their reason for attacking someone in the LGBT community. It hurts your brain. It really hurts your brain. Under current law, someone suing for defamation has to prove that the defamation hurt their reputation. But HB 991 would make it so that the statements that the plaintiff, quote, that the plaintiff has discriminated against another person or group because of their race, sex, sexual orientation, or gender identity constitutes defamation per se. So calling out somebody for their bigotry would now constitute as defamation. Some noted that the bill violates federal speech protections and would be struck down if passed. If it's not struck down, my wife and I are moving to Portugal. First Amendment lawyer Barry Chase told the Tampa Bay Times to illustrate how confident he is that the attack on free speech won't be upheld in court. Again, it's very challenging to wrap your head around what this law is doing and how it's claiming, how it can in any way claim to be a fair piece of legislation when it singles out certain people as a protected group against being called out, not facing hate or being attacked. The response to their attack is what this law is about. So it is baffling. It is absolutely baffling that something like this could be proposed and would have any chance of making it anywhere in front of a legislation. So I'm glad that the lawyers feel that this has no chance at all. But still, it's frustrating and disappointing to see that stuff like this is being put out by people who are meant to represent the people in our country.